Do you watch One Piece?
No, I dropped it after my favorite character died. And anytime I bring it up, people are like, oh, his death is impactful. And I go, you know what would be more impactful? If one of Luffy's besties died instead. That would be a bit more impactful, I think.
Who are you killing off?
I think if Sanji would have been killed off.
Oh, you're killing Sanji? Today's episode of In the Hole is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 2023. If you don't have a VPN, what are you doing? I use Surfshark all the time. I specifically use it to watch certain shows that aren't available in my country. So if you were to use Surfshark for this, all you would have to do is click on another country and it pretends that you are there, giving you a plethora of shows that you couldn't watch in your own country. And not just that, Surfshark keeps you safe from all sorts of different hackers, all sorts of different people that are there to steal your information. Hell, I'm currently using a ton of different features, like for example, the alert feature they have. If there is even a chance that my email is being used by somebody else, they will alert me. Or anytime somebody's trying to get into my accounts, they will alert me. So many different things that are so useful in today's day and age. And I actually have a really funny story, and I hope that the sponsors will let me keep this in the video. But recently, my friend texted me and said, hey, do you have that deal with Surfshark? And I'm like, yeah, I still do. Why? And in the state that I currently live in, there are some questionable sites that are not available anymore. And with the help of a VPN, you can surf them again. Please, dear Lord, let me keep this story in because I found that so funny. I won't name any names, but shout outs to that friend of mine. So if you want to get Surfshark VPN, you can get a massive discount by going to the description down below, clicking my link, or using coupon code COCO. Thank you once again, Surfshark VPN, for sponsoring this episode of In the Hole. Now let's get back into the hole with Girl DM. Welcome to another episode of In the Hole. I have a wonderful guest today. Today, we're going to be talking to Girl DM. What's going on, Girl DM? How you doing?
Hello, I'm doing good. Oh my God, I'm on a screen. Ha!
You're on a screen. Yes, you're here. Oh my goodness. So this is a brand new edition, but now chat has joined us physically. They are here.
Hi, chat.
They used to not. Before, they were just like a wall of text, like as an overlay. And I'm like, you know what? Chat should be here. So they're here now. They're
Hello,
here.
chat.
But anyways, dude, I'm stoked to talk to you. I am so happy that you're here. Thank you so much for coming in the hole. And we're going... Anyways, I appreciate you you stopping by. You are here physically, right? Like you are. This is you.
Yes, yeah, it's me. I'm right here. Thank you for inviting me.
You're very, very welcome. I appreciate you agreeing and stuff like that. So before I start with anything, to get to know you just a little bit better, I like to ask like a few sets of questions. They're not your typical questions.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Yes.
Alrighty. Cats can read now. With them reading and being a little bit more knowledgeable about the world around them, they realize that they cannot do as much as they thought they could do, okay? But they can read.
Okay.
With that being said, do you think cats at this point find Garfield offensive? Or do you think that they like him?
I think it would probably be like general people's thoughts about certain comedians.
Okay.
'Cause I'm sure there's definitely going to be cats that are like, oh yeah, like if it's a Maine Coon cat, they're probably looking at Garfield being like, oh yeah, that's me. But if you've got some of like, I think maybe a Prussian Blue would probably be like, no, that's not me. This is offensive, right?
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
So you just gotta straight down the middle. There's gonna be people that find him offensive and maybe not. Or no,
100%.
it's just kind of like humans.
Kind of like humans, yeah. I could see like cats starting their own Twitter accounts, and then you have like the antis writing up twit longers about like why this is a terrible depiction of cats and how it's ruined the imagery of cats across like how many years has the comic strip been going? What's the history of Garfield?
Faith, look that up. History of Garfield. Can we get? I'm like Seth. I'm like not Seth. Joe Rogan's like, hey, Jamie, look that up. What's good with you now? All right, next question. You ready for this?
Yeah, ready.
You meet a wizard. You're frolicking throughout the city and you meet a wizard. This wizard stops you and tells you, I can make you more attractive depending on how much you pay me. Let me demonstrate.
Okay.
You look over and you see a person and the wizard says, Avada Kedavra, whatever he says. I don't care. And all of a sudden, there's not much of a change, but you see the person does look mildly more attractive. The wizard turns to you, he says, I just made him $1 more attractive. You face this wizard. You can only pay him once. How much money are you giving this wizard to make you more attractive?
$0 because I just contact like my artist for when I want to be prettier.
Damn, flexing privilege, huh?
This wizard, I don't trust this wizard. You know what? He could be a hypnotist, all right? What actually proves that he has any magical powers, huh? Where's his wizard credentials, huh?
Have you ever met like a mentalist or like a hypnotist?
I've seen them at like county fairs and such.
I cannot, I don't want to go anywhere near them. They freak me out. I used to do like card magic. So I was very big into the magic scene. And there's only one type of magic that I will never touch and I will never be a part of. Like anything else, I'm like, great. Like sawing people in half, great, fantastic. I don't mind that. But if you get into my head, I don't think so. Well, sounds good. Hey, that is actually a pretty good answer. I did not, I get a lot of different answers for these questions, and it's really funny every single time because this is very different. All right, next question. You ready? You're hosting a banquet. Everyone you ever looked up to and you admired is going to be at this banquet. You are expected to give a 5-minute speech. Now, 2 questions come out from this. What are you going to talk about? What are you serving at this banquet? And what are you serving at?
Did I have time to prepare the speech? Or was it just kind of like surprised on me? Was it like, you have to give a speech now? When like people start clapping and they're like, speech, 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 speech. And you're just like, oh God, is it one of those? Or is it, I had time to plan?
Do you have 2 different answers?
I do have 2 different answers.
Can I have both?
So if I have time to prep, I'm going to give a nicely laid out speech that I've had time to practice, like thanking everyone for coming to the banquet and mentioning like key events that like shaped my mental and my approach to things and my appreciation. If it's sprung up on me, I'm pulling up the B-movie script.
Oh, okay. Okay. I need to ask you some questions then. Because I don't understand this thing with the B-movie. I see a lot of different memes and a lot of different things pertaining to the movie, including the script. For some reason, the script is like the main focus of attention, not really the movie. So like, why do you like the B-movie?
I wouldn't say I like it. I like how it has become kind of this centerpiece of meme culture, because they have like the distribution of like getting the B-movie script into various things. There's a Discord file that has the entire B-movie script. There's those YouTube videos that it's B-movie, but every time they say B, it doubles the speed, and various videos like that. It's just been memed to heck and back. And if you go and actually watch this movie, it's about a woman who cheats on the man she's in a relationship with a B.
Is that true?
Yes, that is the plot of B-movie. This woman becomes interested and attracted to the bee. Now there's a whole subplot about like, oh, save the bees and like why bees are necessary for things. But this woman is emotionally invested in this bee. They go on a date and everything. Yep, they go on dates. Yep.
So wait, hold on a minute. Yep. Isn't this bee Jerry Seinfeld?
Yes.
Oh, no wonder. No wonder. All right, that makes sense now.
She meets him, realizes her current partner is, and cheats on him. Yes.
Okay, hold on a minute. Is this guy an asshole?
From the perspective of you as the viewer that's presented to you, he is a bad guy.
All right.
However, if you go on to the YouTubes, there are many an analysis video, and the bee is not a reliable narrator.
No
And he has an
way.
allergy. He is allergic to bees.
This movie sounds badass. This movie is the only movie with an NTR tag that I might watch. So I wanted to know actually, how do people know you as girl or DM?
As DM.
DM, is that like how you like kind of shorten your name and stuff like that?
Yeah. I have one friend that calls me girl. Oh, model, come on. I have one friend that calls me girl, and that would be my friend Joel, because that's just what he did, and now he thinks it's funny.
Girl.
Because I have friends that like, because people refer to a group of people as like guys, or refer to like one person as girl. Like I have some friends that'll be like, hey girl, like that's how they just greet people, and that gets really confusing.
Girl, or something like that.
Yeah,
okay, what does the DM stand for?
Direct message.
Oh. Okay. I guess I could have.
It's not Dungeon Master. It's direct message. Yep.
Can I ask like where it came from? Like girl DM?
So this is a long history that many members of my chat do know about.
Okay.
So prior to becoming a VTuber, so if you look at my Twitter, you'll see that the account was made in May 2019.
Okay.
I started being a VTuber May 2020. The year leading up to that, the account was made because of a meme in the Overwatch community. Because I was really big into Overwatch. Like I was in like a ladies team and such. And I was in a group of Discords. And in one of the Discords I was in, we had a nice close friend group. Like I think there were like 15 of us in there. And one of the members of this Discord group, she was a member of another group that I can't say the second word in it, but the first word was heal and the second word started with S. And pretty much it was a server where healer mains would go find their DPS daddies, and the DPS players would write these really long like paragraph walls describing what kind of gamer they were and what kind of healer they were looking to duo with. So you'd have like, oh, I am a very strong, dominant Hanzo player, and I'm looking for a Mercy main to pocket me and compliment me while we're playing. So they had like this classified section, if you will, where all of these DPS guys are like typing what kind of girl they want to play the game with, right? And in between all of these really long messages, one guy just types girl DM.
Oh, girl DM.
My friend, she brought this back to our little smaller group, and we thought it was hilarious. It was the funniest thing that we had ever heard of. Like, we were replying to each other with just girl DM a whole bunch of times just to be like, we thought it was funny. So I made this Twitter account as a meme. So yeah, I started my account as a meme, and then I became a VTuber, and now I can't change my name. Damn.
Have you ever thought about changing it?
I have.
What was the name you wanted to change it to?
I was thinking of just changing it to, like, you know, Carpe Diem, the DM at the end of that, because then it would still be DM.
Carpe Diem?
Yeah, like seize the day. So DM would be like day.
It's like YOLO?
It's like YOLO, but then it would be DM, and it would still sound like DM. Latin. Yeah, Latin.
It's Latin. Okay. One thing that I also did want to know is, do you watch anime?
Not as much as I used to, but I have watched a lot of anime.
Have you been keeping up with the new stuff?
No, I just haven't had time. I've been so busy.
I'm so happy that you said that because I'm the same way. I think the most recent one that I watched was Hellsing Ultimate.
I still want to watch that because I do like Hellsing. I think the most recent thing I watched anime-wise is Happy Sugar Apple or something like that.
Happy Sugar Apple?
Happy. Like
oh,
happy
sugar
with the
something?
fairies in it. Not the kidnapping one. The one with the fairies and the girl that makes the sugar and she buys a slave man.
Huh?
And there's a romantic subplot.
Is that what you normally go for?
Sugar
like
Apple Fairy Tale, that's it.
Is that the one you usually go for? It's like the rom-coms or something like that?
Not typically. This one just looked really cute, and I had read some of the manga for it, so I was like, oh, okay, we'll see what it is. I read too much manga.
Okay, so the mangoes is your go-to avenue of
That's my go-to, yeah. I read a lot more than I watch.
So you're a reader.
Yeah, I read. My default reading speed is speed reading.
my default reading speed.
It is like I've done like speed tests for my reading speed, and it's very fast.
Did you read Demon Slayer, by the way?
I did. I read all of Demon Slayer.
What'd you think? What would you put that on a scale?
I think it was quite good, but it kind of felt like it fell into the trap of shonen manga of just continuing to battle.
So you like a little bit of downtime?
Yeah, like it wasn't that so much. It feels like the achievements that the characters make in taking steps towards becoming like better and improving becomes less notable for the amount of effort they put in, because it's like, oh, haha, you became strong, here's a stronger bad guy. So I thought it was good. I thought it was good, but I would not put it down in my, like, this changed my life.
Okay, hold on a minute. I need to ask you this, because I ask this to everybody. Do you watch One Piece?
No, I dropped it after my favorite character died.
Oh, shoot. I think I know what you're talking about. because
my boy died, and I was like, I no longer have any emotional investment in this series. I'm done.
No, I know exactly, because like no one dies in that show except for like 2 people.
And anytime I bring it up, people are like, oh, his death is impactful. And I go, you know what would be more impactful? If one of Luffy's besties died instead. That would be a bit more impactful, I think. Instead
The
of,
besties?
we got like a little introduction to him. Like, oh, it was so much impact that happened. Was it really? Was the absentee for a certain amount of time, and then you finally meet up, and then boom, dead? Was that really impactful? You know, it'd be more impactful.
Who you killing off?
I think if Sanji would have been killed off.
Oh, you're killing Sanji? You don't like Sanji? I have
I love Sanji. I love Sanji. I just think it'd be more impactful if he had died.
Dude, this is that's a pretty good thought, actually. That's an interesting thought. Like, who would you kill off to bring back? You know, the brother.
My boy.
My boy. I mean, like, to be honest with you, Sanji's kind of like, he pissed me off so much, but I love him so much. What would you say if they like killed off Chopper?
I mean, people die.
I wouldn't bat an eye if Chopper died. What do you feel about Lunchables?
I mean, they're just charcuterie boards for kids.
Aren't charcuterie? Do you like charcuterie? What is it again?
Charcuterie?
Charcuterie.
Yeah. I like them. You get crackers and cheese.
You like charcuterie boards?
Yeah.
I love charcuterie boards.
That's what Lunchables are. They're just like the kid version. It's just like
That's
teaching
what I'm
you
saying.
to be bourgeoisie when you're a kid.
Yeah. And okay. Do you think that the cheese, cracker, and ham one is the best Lunchable?
I think the pizza one's the best one.
That's acceptable. Did you get the one with the Capri Suns, or you get the ones without the Capri Suns?
I rarely got Lunchables because when I was growing up, we were on food stamps, and food stamps didn't really cover Lunchables. So
really?
They were kind of like a special treat for me. Well, it was cheaper to get like bread.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, bread is pretty cheap.
PB&Js. Yeah.
Is that your go-to like a poor person lunch or poor person?
No, my go-to poor person lunch would be a tortilla with butter on it rolled up.
Butter?
Yep.
Actually, I had something. Oh, you know what? I won't judge because I had something similar. I would get a tortilla, and I had a gas stove, and I would basically just put the tortilla over the gas stove and then put mayonnaise on top.
I didn't even heat it up. It would just be like get the tortilla out of the bag and put like a thin layer of butter on it and then roll that up.
Wait, not even microwave?
No, just a cold tortilla with butter.
Oh wow, that's brave. Do you look at the back of the ingredient bag?
Heck yeah.
Do you?
Heck yeah.
You're brave. I don't dare.
A lot of the words that are on there that are like, oh, what is this? Is this artificial? It's just from a chemistry standpoint what a whole bunch of stuff
wait,
is.
do you look at the back and you're like, chemistry. You got this ingredient.
Yeah. You got like prefixes and suffixes that help you determine like what exactly is the makeup of it. I was really into Full Metal Alchemist for a really long time. So for like components of things making up other things, I've always been like, aha, modern day alchemy. So
is there actual alchemy in Full Metal Alchemist?
Oh yes, the symbols that are used for the alchemic circles and such are actually based off of like Nicholas Flamel's research and like ancient alchemy. Like they have triangles that are facing different directions and have like lines through them and such, which represent different elements. So if you look at Roy Mustang's like alchemic circle for creating fire, it actually includes like the components on it for combustion and fire.
This is gonna sound really weird, but is alchemy real? Or is that just chemistry?
It's the predecessor to chemistry.
Chemistry.
Before chemistry was being like fully like I would say chemistry would be like the evolved form of alchemy. Because alchemy, it did have a point in time when alchemy and chemistry were at the same time. It's pseudoscience, yes, because they had no idea what they were doing.
Yeah, no, they had no idea.
They were just like,
no one did.
This is if we talk to the gods while we put these things together, it does this, right? Because they did discover reactions and figure out like chemical reactions, but they didn't have like the terminology or the understanding on it to actually back things up.
True. Do you ever think that if you went back in time and you presented people with all that stuff, they would actually follow you, or they would actually like burn you as a witch or something?
Oh, I'd be a witch. I'm a woman. I shouldn't be up there talking to them.
All right, well, hold on a minute. If there was a power that you could take back there, that you could literally convince them, and you can be like, listen, I'm not a witch and you can't kill me. What power are you taking over there? What do you think you need in order to be able to convince everyone back in the day that you are there to do good? Like, I feel like I would need to be completely like almost bulletproof because like they can't penetrate me with arrows. If they the other next thing would be like swords, like stab me or like slice my head or something like that, then I would need like some sort of like Colossus type of like from X-Men, like can like harden my skin, and then probably like a gun.
I mean, I think the only power that I would really need would be like regenerative powers. So like that if I got killed, I would just come back. I think that would just like solve the entire issue.
That's so true.
They would just have to try to do that like 1 or 2 times, and then I would just like come back and be like, hello, it is I, your god, stop killing me, believe in me now. I mean, it would probably help to have like a generator, a smoke machine, and a projector too to do like faux magic types of stuff, but other than that, like you wouldn't probably
would you be into the theatrics of it?
Actually, you know what? A good weather station. That would be the only thing that you would actually need. Because if you could be like, tomorrow we will have a lot of rain, then they would, and then it rains a whole bunch the next day. Then they're just like, oh my god.
But at that point, people would want to try to kill you because.
I mean, they're always going to try to kill you. That's the whole basis of a bunch of religions.
But like, how are you going to prevent them from killing you?
The regenerative power.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, true.
Yeah,
true.
just keep coming
back. And they're
back.
Gonna be
they
like,
can't kill me.
What is happening? Like, we can't kill them. And so they have no choice but to listen. Like, if I just became Superman with a with an agenda to better the humanity.
See, the problem with that is like the road to hell is paved with good intentions kind of thing, right?
True.
Because you come up with all these ideas and these doctrines, and inevitably, without a check and balance type of system that you can actually actively enforce, there's always going to be people that are going to manipulate things and come into power and be corrupt.
See, that's why you're smart. That's why you're smart. What kind of YouTube content do you like? Do you consume a lot of YouTube?
I watch a bit.
Okay.
So most of the stuff on YouTube for me is aesthetic lifestyle vlogs, and then I also watch English Hollow Stars.
Hollow Stars EN.
Yeah.
Big fan of them, huh?
Big fan. That's me. Big fan.
Who's your favorite one? The one you watch the most.
Oh gosh. Now it's Bettle. He's now my most watched. I think prior to that was probably Magni.
You had the opportunity to talk to anyone? You've had a lot of collabs.
Oh yeah. I've collabed with them before. Yeah.
Which one have you collabed with?
Let's see. I have collabed with Magni and Regis. Well, Altair. It's Altair, but I was just like
Ragus.
Bettle, Shinri.
Shinri.
Yeah, Bettle and Shinri. And I'm planning to collab with Haka. We're waiting to get information back on if the game that we're wanting to play is doable.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, that's great. With the I really do like a lot of the Hollow Stars EN boys. The EN branches, as a person has been like basically in this hole for like a while, it's really crazy to see like all the different like EN branches doing as well as they are. Because I remember there was a point in time where I was like, I don't know if it's even gonna do well, you know? Like, I thought the only like novelty of it was because, you know, they're literal like anime people, right? That, you know, speak Japanese and stuff like that. And I thought that was like the novelty of it, but then we find out that there's a lot more to that, and it's kind of just blown up.
I had people ask me what my thoughts were like maybe like a year and a half ago on VTubing stuff, and they're like, oh, do you think it's already saturated now? Like, there's so many VTubers and blah blah blah. And from my perspective, VTubing is just adding another creative element to the art of streaming and content creation.
You and I have the exact same approach to that. A lot of people think of VTubing as like this novelty thing. It's like gonna wear off or whatever. But I just feel like it's just exactly how you said it. It's just another layer, another form of content creation that's that you can add on top of the already content creation space. I know that a lot of people probably started VTubing strictly because of the VTuber boom that happened, and they thought that they could like kind of make it.
I started just barely before. I debuted before HoloLive English did, because I debuted May 7th, 2020.
Did you use? Oh, I think I used that the 3D model, right? I think that's the very first model that I saw you using. It was like a 3D model and stuff.
I had a very basic 3D model that I had commissioned, and I started off using just basic webcam tracking and a software that was called the Magic Mirror. This was before like VTube Studio wasn't a thing yet.
The phone tracking.
Yeah, phone tracking wasn't a thing yet. Back when I debuted, there were several hundred VTubers, English VTubers, and now there's tens of thousands. There was actually a member of the community, and he would document every new VTuber because it was doable to do that.
Now
and
it's not. Absolutely not.
No, it's impossible now. But like debuts weren't really a big thing until after corporate stuff started popping up more, and people were being like, "Oh, we should do this then."
Yep.
So now they're like, when I started, there was no fanfare. I was just like, I'm gonna stream, and of course it was just like a meme Overwatch account, and people were like, "Why are you streaming?" I was like, "Anime girl move with camera is cute." So that was my motivation when I started.
Well, girl DM, I appreciate you coming by. Thank you so much for coming by. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on and talk to you and stuff like that. Big round of applause, everybody, please. And thank you, chat, for being here, obviously. Hopefully you guys like being in the middle and being the mediator to all these shenanigans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right, DM, I will go ahead and let you go. Once again, thank you so much.
I'll see you later. Thank you so much. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You have a good day, all right?
Thanks. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.